Today we're diving into the breathtaking landscape of WA, exploring the Granite and Woodlands Discovery Trail. The landscape here is nature's version of wearing your Sunday best, taking the best parts from our favourite regions of the country and rolling them into one. We're talking about a unique blend of pink salt lakes, vibrant woodlands and nothing but dirt roads. We'll show you our 2 favourite campsites in the area, giving you a taste of WA's less explored interior. We're meeting up with the king of campfire cooking, Mr. Harry Fisher, so get ready for some culinary magic over the fire, some solid hangovers and more flies than you can count.
Hey, Freddie!
Hello, buddy!
Hey, he's bigger than
You're even more crazy than your owner.
oh,
He's also just been in the car for 6
he's
hours.
like
You're filming,
solid.
filming you.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Good to see you.
Oh, mate. How good are these things?
I love it.
Little fire mates. Oh,
So good.
yeah, so good.
Do you know how we found them?
Some dickhead on YouTube.
Yeah, some guy on YouTube told us they were good, and he was right.
Dude, I've got 2 of them and I just love them.
They're so good.
They're the best.
It's the only dog I've seen that doesn't chase sticks. It chases small logs.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it
Well, it's awesome to finally get a chance to sit around a campfire with Harry, have a good chat and camp up together. It was an awesome night filled with a lot of laughs and sharing some great stories in the heart of the West Australian outback. This is exactly what we live for and why we love travel so much. Good company, great times and a few well-earned drinks with no one around us for miles.
paycheck, rat races, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a
Now, I know you did cocktails with Cam.
Yeah,
When
I
you
did.
Yeah, but I'm not really a cocktails guy. Well, I do 1 spirit and 1 mixer, and that's about the extent of my cocktails. So I thought we'd try this instead. So this is, well, it's whiskey liqueur basically.
So I bought this for you.
Yes.
I have no idea what it's like. I think traditionally when you pour a drink, it's to the top. Is that correct?
Go for it. Yeah. it could be one night, no more nights.
I went camping with a guy once and he used to pull the cork off at like 3 in the morning. And he go, throw it in the fire. He goes, don't need that. We're finishing the bottle. And I was like, oh.
You need to.
How do you have it,
I
ice?
like it with ice, but you can do you.
You got ice in here?
Yeah. You can go big cubes if you want. Man cubes.
Right. We'll go with 1 big man cube. Oh, these are great.
Yeah.
Oh, it really is this.
So it's a honeycomb whiskey liqueur. So have you had sheepdog?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so similar, but instead of being,
Ooh, I've got some fun sweet ones for you as well. If you
Yeah.
like a sweet liquor.
I do it. It's normally a nightcap for me, but it's we'll say it's like nearly midnight. Definitely had dinner and everything.
Shit, that is nice.
You don't have to
Ooh.
lie.
No, that's actually very nice. I would put that on like ice cream or cream or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is way better than I was expecting.
So-
I was expecting it to be a lot more whiskey, which I do like whiskey. I really like whiskey.
Yeah. And I got to say, the colder it is, the less sweet it is. But if you I normally have it in the freezer for 24 hours and
Yeah.
then I have it as a nightcap just in a cup on ice.
That is pterodactyl.
There's some big bugs out here. I was cutting wood today and this cockroach came out of the log.
Did it nearly run away with the
I
chainsaw?
thought it was a monster. Like I nearly thought it was going to take me and the chainsaw and leave the children behind. It was, yeah. So that's it's one of my new favourites.
I will say, it does taste like a hangover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, as soon as I have sweet liqueurs, yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Throw that cork in the fire anyway. We won't need that.
Oh, Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
And he was like,
It's tricky because they need an X number.
it's like, what are you doing?
I'm not sure about this, Harry. He doesn't even have milk in his coffee.
No.
What?
Like, what kind of coffee order is this? Like a long black?
Psychopath coffee.
How are you this morning, Harry?
Not actually that bad because I had I had a BJ before.
Oh.
Did you have?
Bay juice.
I don't think you can call it that, Harry. I don't think you can
Well, I was
call
going
it
to come
that.
this morning in office and I'm in a BJ.
Do you know what's crazy is I probably would have said no.
Don't lie.
Well, not surprisingly, things escalated a little bit last night.
Fever.
It was good fun though. The plan today is we're going to move camps. We're going to roll up the road a little bit further to Lake Johnson, which is a really cool salt lake where we've camped before. Looking forward to that. From what Harry tells me, dinner's going to be worth hanging around for.
I'm a rolling stone, bound to roam. Come the morning, or I'll be gone. Pouring rain, wanna hear that train. There she comes.
What a cracking little camp that was. We're going to head today to, not too much further up the road is Lake Johnston, which is this salt lake that we absolutely fell in love with when we came through this region late last year. We got Harry following along. He's going to cook us up a feed tonight. Bloody looking forward to that. If what he's told us is anything to go by, it's going to be a pretty spectacular meal. Part of his Pub Classics series that he's doing, and yeah, I'm excited. Pub meal in the bush, I don't reckon you can beat that, so looking forward to that. And then we're going to make our way from there up to Kalgoorlie, the back way basically, so up Victoria Rocks Road. I have no idea what to expect from that. I hope we can get a caravan through there, especially a skinny one like we've got now. We've got the HS2 from Titanium on the back. I was almost going to say on film then that the road's in really, really good condition, much better than last time we were here, and just as I even thought about saying it, we hit a rough section with potholes at East Walk corrugations. But anyway, overall though, the road has been in really good nick, which is awesome because, yeah, last time we were out here, she was a pretty rough, bumpy road. You got a copy, Harry? We were just saying that we wanted to tell you a joke over the UHF, and Harrison thinks because your name's Harry Fish, that it should be a fish joke.
That's reasonable.
So we want to know if you know what the fish says when it swam into a wall.
I have no idea.
Oh, damn.
That's a good joke.
Plenty more where that came from.
What language do billboards speak?
What language do billboards speak? Yeah, you don't know.
Sign language.
Sign language, I like that, that's good. Could be a long drive at this rate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lord, blind your eyes. Don't look twice. Go.
I've had 3 Hiluxes, I had a Troopy, I've had, this one obviously, and the Ranger were all my 4-wheel drives.
Troopy suits you with your long hippie hair.
And I didn't even have long hippie hair back then.
That's no good.
I did my first lap around Australia in 2005 in a pop-top Troopy. That was before Liz's time though.
In 2005, Liz was leaving school.
Correct, yes, that's right. She was probably still in school.
Yeah, that would have been year 12.
It's not the only reason she didn't come, Harry.
Tequila was a bad choice.
Tequila was a bad choice. When is tequila ever a good choice? Really? Yeah.
What do you think of this light?
I love it. I was just saying I love Solex.
Yeah, they're cool, hey?
Super cool.
And guess what? It's all to ourselves,
I know.
and our spot is still free. I was like, I
So
bet
you
you
up
we
there?
tee. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, I bet you we tee up this great spot, and there'll be like a group of bird watchers or something. It's
a great thing
50
about-
people here.
The great thing about it being a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
All right, I'll
happy
follow you.
days. All right, yep.
Well, our spot's still here. This is good. This is at least as good as I remember it. I reckon it's bloody one of the best campsites, this, and it's just off the road, easy to get to. I think we're still about 100 k's from Norseman, so we're obviously west of Norseman, but yeah, only 100 k's, and it's the road overall was in pretty good nick. Like, there was a few little rough patches. It's clearly been a little bit damaged by some water, but yeah, like, definitely a lot better than last time we did it, that's for sure.
I love this site. Just the colours in the landscape here, they're so good, and I can't wait till sunset when they all come out again. But the trees here are my favourite because they're like snow gums from Kosciuszko, but here in Outback WA, so it's like the best of both worlds. My kids have just run straight for this salty puddle, and they're about to go get themselves filthy, so happy days. They're taking Fred with them, so, you know, all of us will have muddy vans by the time we get back tomorrow.
Oh, I think we're nearly set up. We're actually stealing Harry's power. We're charging our van from Harry's.
Yeah, you're not used to the small solar.
No, we're adjusting our power needs to our power generation from 600 watts. So we've only got 600 watts on the roof at the moment of this van.
Taking 125 amps from it.
There you go. So we're charging 125 amps from Harry's van. So that's the advantage to Harry having a big inverter and that having a big charger, is we're able to suck all the Harry's power.
And I've got an 11-hour drive tomorrow, so I don't care if I'm at 10% when I leave.
Yeah.
Like, it really
Yep.
doesn't make any difference to me. And when I'm driving, I'll be charging at 90 amps.
That's right. Yeah.
100 at this rate.
You'll be fully charged by lunchtime tomorrow, even if we suck you dry.
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
That's the only thing I'm sucking though.
Yeah.
Only your power.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll I've lost my train of thought, funnily enough.
We're in all the BJs.
If you live like us though, and you live off grid like we do, 600 watts of solar isn't cutting it.
Not enough.
But we kind of knew that already.
That's why you had 1600.
That's why we had 1600 before. So safe to say, no matter what van we do, we'll do a lot more than 600 watts of solar. My amount of solar you'd want in a van like this, or any van that you want to live off grid in, is as much as you can fit.
As much as you possibly can fit.
Yeah. And we'll delete TV antenna again. We'll delete all these superfluous things that we don't ever use to free up solar space. So
Yeah, like I'd get rid of the dust suppression system on mine and put an extra panel on if I could.
yeah, we're looking at something similar, or whether the dust suppression could be relocated.
Yeah.
Because it takes up really vital roof space.
Super vital.
Yeah.
I
But
might
yeah.
go turn my aircon on. It's fun.
Yeah, run your aircon, yeah, why not? You go and sit in it as well. Yeah. Or don't, just turn it on and sit out here.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna let the door open.
And just sit in front of the door and let the breeze come.
See if we can air condition our camp.
Oh man, I miss those days. We used to be able to do that. And you're also running my Starlink, so that's good too.
Yeah.
It's weird being on the other side of this, because like Liz was just saying off camera that when we travelled with our mates up Ningaloo and places, and we were the power station.
Yeah.
We were lending our power to everyone.
You were the genset.
Yeah. And now I'm like, oh.
Please have some power,
Can I have
sir.
some more power?
Please, sir.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it's a bad afternoon to be a tin.
You got the dinosaurs. Yeah, it is. It's dangerous. It could be the hangover.
Dinosaur up like a lead. Don't go anywhere.
Stay there till I get back.
Our kids really want a dog, but, you know.
They get to play with Harry's for a little bit. Ooh, a bit of a willy come through.
I've got a good dad joke about that.
Willy willies?
No.
Oh.
You know, when I was a kid, they made me walk the plank. Couldn't afford a dog.
Yeah, that's good.
We're thinking. This is the German Coast Guard. What are you thinking about?
I like it.
And then he,
Has it got zoom?
yeah, it does. I'll show you how to use it one day. That's a terrible result.
That is a crap result.
It's getting worse.
Don't worry, Harry. My dad's had worse.
What are you talking about?
That's you.
Remember the time when you were getting the beers from under your bed and one of them exploded?
No, I'm glad you do.
I remember the time Dad thought he ran out of beers and then he found a 6-pack in the storage compartment under the bed like 2 weeks later and was like, oh my God.
Oh, you want to read some books? Harry
Oh, look
McCleary?
what you got.
Super useful for me.
Yeah, is that what you've been reading tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, bit of Harry McCleary.
Bedtime story? What are you doing?
I'm lighting the fire.
Yeah.
Who's cooking dinner tonight?
Harry Fisher?
Harry Fisher.
Yep.
Are you excited for dinner?
Yes.
What do you reckon he's going to make?
Oh, I don't know.
Has he told you yet what he's cooking?
Nah.
You want it to be a surprise still?
Yep.
Okay.
What are you hoping it might be?
Power cable out of the way.
I'm hoping that it's either fish or crab.
Fish or crab? What would be your what would be your next pick?
Prawns?
Prawns would be number 3. Okay. Not bad. You like your seafood.
What's the best meal you've had so far? What's the best thing Mum or Dad have ever cooked you?
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
Or maybe ice cream. I think ice cream.
Your drone's returning to home?
Drone's returning to home, Harry. Huh? Your drone's returning to home. Yeah, I'm trying. Getting out of cooking tonight,
Oh
darling.
my gosh, I think this is like the pinnacle of camping where you set up completely off grid with our own private chef tonight. It doesn't get better. I'm so excited to try what Harry's got planned for us tonight. Normally, we were just saying before, when we watch Harry's channel Fire to Fork, it's normally when you've got the munchies and it's the worst thing to watch. So I apologise to anyone who's watching this at around 9 p.m. tonight because, it's going to be delicious and I don't have to cook, or Simon doesn't have to cook, we just get to sit back and watch. If you want to see what Harry makes and how he makes it, go check out Harry's channel, Fire to Fork. It's absolutely amazing content. It is, you would just learn so much about cooking and off-grid camping. It's amazing, go check it out there. And we'll show you what we cook, but how to cook it is on Harry's channel, so go check it out.
Hey, Freddie. Not for you. Push down. Hard. That's it. That's lit.
And then that one.
And that goes on top. And you're done. Let's go and get some more fish. You like it?
Prawns and chips are really good. Chicken, bit too spicy.
Oh, too spicy, okay. There's no chili. There's like the tiniest smattering of salt and paprika.
This is so right.
There would be maybe a quarter of a gram.
Rightio, the kids have eaten. They got a bloody good meal, actually. Definitely better than anything I've seen on a kid's menu. Harry fried.
Managed to get any chicken into them?
Yeah, Harry fried chicken with chippies and garlic prawns. The kids is anything to go by. I'm very excited by this. Vegetarians, look away. This is very much a meat eater's meal. And yeah, we're going to make our way out of here tomorrow and head up towards Kalgoorlie on the Victoria Rocks Road. We're going to have to part ways with Harry, unfortunately. It's been fun. We're going to take off, and Harry's got to make his way to Adelaide for the four-wheel drive show after he has a bit of a look around the Flinders Ranges and goes to probably one of our favourite places in the country at Bendelby Ranges, which is
I've never been to
Harry's never been there. There you go.
Flinders at all?
No, never.
Oh, the Flinders at all?
Never.
Wow.
First time.
Oh wow. We need to have a chat then.
Flinders is like in my top 3. It's like the Kosciuszko region, Flinders, and like the Kimberley.
Well, I've been to Kosciuszko region and I've been to the Kimberley.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
If it's anything like those two, like
Yeah.
in terms of level of travel.
Yeah, I don't want to talk it up too much for you because it's just so good.
Have you got anyone to show you around, or you just?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I don't reckon personally that the most well-known spots are the best spots.
No.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
Like, so if you go to the Flinders,
Not on the like highlights list.
100%. If you go to the Flinders and you just tick off like the main sort of the Rawnsley Park, the Sky Trek, the Wilpena Pound, all of that, it's good. But the best bits are the bits that you really need to.
Well, that's apparently all we're doing.
Yeah, the best bits. We'll get to all that. We're gonna have a few beers and we'll chat about that. And we'll see you guys in the morning when we're gonna get out of camp. Should I say early?
Early for us.
Early for us. We're gonna get out of camp before 10 a.m. and make our way up to Kalgoorlie. The kids are actually going to school tomorrow at School of the Air, and we get to drop them off.
Which means mum and dad are going to the pub.
Which means mum and dad are going to the coffee shop then to the counter lunch, and then to the, we'll see. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but it could be a good day. We probably also just be working on our laptops for a whole afternoon. But anyway, we'll see you guys in the morning. Cheers. Hey, mate.
I'm really gonna miss Fred.
Where are we going today, James?
Outtakes his play.
To your teacher, to Kalgoorlie, School of the Air? School day. Got your school bags packed?
Really looking forward to this.
Okay, let's do it. So this morning's mission is to get the kids to their School of the Air. So we're at the boys attend to Kalgoorlie School of the Air, and at the moment they're having a gathering where all the station kids are also coming in if they can. So these kids are going to go to the School of the Air. They're going to meet their friends that they have their live Zoom calls with every day there, and yeah, we're really looking forward to it. It's such a different experience. Like this morning I was packing school bags with like recess and lunch in it. I'm like, oh my goodness, I've never done this for my own boys. So this will be their first day at school. And then get ready for the Holland track, which is exciting. I'm a little bit nervous. Harry made me really nervous because he was like, oh, you're doing the Holland track without a winch. Oh, and solo. Ooh. And I was like, oh no. I'm like, oh no. I was totally fine with it. And then I'm like, oh, it's that kind of track. So we are going to leave the van behind for the Holland track. We're going to be swag camping. It's been so long. We've had the swags on the top for a little while.
Yeah, well, great night last night. Good food too, man. That steak, prawns, so good. Awesome. So big thank you to Harry for cooking dinner for us. That was really good. A lot of fun too. It was a couple of good nights. Really enjoyed hanging out with Harry and camping up with him. A couple of hours to Kalgoorlie. We just turned off the Hyden Norseman Road, only a couple of k's from camp, and we got about 2 hours on the dirt to head up through Coolgardie and then on to Kalgoorlie. And yeah, like Liz said, we're going to use that as a bit of an area, or we're going to do a bit of a prep there ready for the Holland track. So I'm probably, I'd agree with Liz's nervous, excited for the Holland track, but that's normally a pretty good sign you're having a bit of an adventure, I reckon. I absolutely froth on these tracks where you can take your van through. It's bumpy and it's rough and you got to slow down for holes and things like that, and it's windy, but it's not pounding corrugations for hour after hour. It definitely requires a lot of concentration, but it's a hell of a lot of fun. I gotta say, these types of roads are my favourite touring with a caravan on, and doing it with this skinnier hybrid style caravan is definitely a lot easier, and to navigate and manoeuvre, especially when you're trying to get around some of the holes and things like that. It's just so much more nimble and track so much closer to the track width of the car.
We're back to drum brakes. Discs or drums?
Yeah, I'll definitely be putting discs again on our next van, whatever that is. Just the braking performance of discs is so much better than drums, and they don't heat soak as much. So we find that on long, steep descents, I just don't get anywhere near the amount of brake fade, and I just think maintenance on discs is a lot easier as well. It's a lot easier to change out pads and stuff on the side of the road if you need to, or if you campsite or whatever, than pulling a whole drum set apart. Drums are reliable. Drums, been around for a long time, but they also have issues with getting dust caught up inside the drum. So we've had issues before with them getting dust in there, and then that grinds away. And you can have the same issue with discs, but I just think overall discs are way better. The only downside, or the main downside to discs, is they're not quite as responsive. There's a bit of a delay when you hit the brake pedal to when they actually bite, and vice versa. When you get off the brakes, they take a half second or so to release. So you do notice that, but you get used to that pretty quickly. And once they do grab, they grab a lot better than a drum. The only other real downside I can see to discs is that you can't, at the moment, although I don't think it's too far away, at the moment you can't get electronic stability control with discs. Which is a fairly significant consideration, because stability control makes your insurance cheaper as well, as just being that nice to know it's there if things get curly. But I'm happy to make that compromise. But like I said, from what I've heard in the industry, I don't think stability control with discs is too far away. Yeah, for us it's disc brakes all the way.
Alright, we made it onto the good sealed stuff. Oh my gosh, it's like we were child free for a few hours. This is amazing.
Well, after dropping the lads off at school, we set about preparing for the Holland track. Join us next week as we tackle this incredible and historic journey through some of the most diverse landscapes that we have ever seen, with some of the best campsites we've ever been to, and some of the deepest mud holes I have ever seen. And as always, it's not all smooth sailing. You don't want to miss this one. See you next Sunday.
I love this site. Just the colours here in the landscape. Oh.
Shit, drop the camera. Oh, you gotta take the lens cap off or it doesn't work properly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's one of these new cameras that...
Working on the laptops is code for something else.
Yeah.
Work on the laptops a lot. Honestly, this whole school drop-off thing, like get yourselves up, out and sorted. Like it's not even 8 o'clock yet, and it's just after 8, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're already gonna be late.
Emu just jumped out and nearly ran into the car. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Until then, we'll see you guys next Sunday.
See you next Sunday.
You want to sign off, Harry?
See you next time.
Oh, that didn't work.
Honestly. All right.